Hello everyone, welcome. This is the final part to my page out of Christmas Magic by Ruth Sanderson. So we did the lights and snow in one, we did the pine trees, the background with Gamsol all in one with a couple mice. We're going to finish up these mice and be done. I am going to frame mine in washi tape, and I think I went and put my washi tape back. But I haven't picked what washi tape I want yet, so... Oh, there it is. I don't have mine on there yet, but I might go red, maybe silver, or maybe I'll layer them. So this little area will be covered. It'll be nice and framed out. So let's bring you in. All right, so we can see the mice nice and good now. So we did her in red, yellow here. I'm going to do him in probably brown and blue, make him look like a dapper little mouse. So I'm going to start with his coat real quick, just so I can kind of pull colors together and decide how I want things to look. I do this because once I have my large blocks of color in, like these coats are large blocks of color, it makes like the buttons and the scarf a little easier to decide what will be easier to be seen and what colors will go with, and so I like to get my large spots out of the way. So this is just a dark brown. No. Don't do it. I apologize for the camera bumping. Someone is trying to see himself in it. Someday I will have him trained like the other cats that we don't hang out on Mom's desk. Someday. He is quite stubborn in that aspect. No. You can see my pencil moving on the screen. Alright, so just kind of shading around the pocket there, down his back, along the trim. Okay, then I'm going to take Sienna Brown, and I'm going to back blend and bring in a little. No, sorry. Oh, thought I was watching. Nope. I might have to lock him up. Okay, so notice I am not filling it all in. I am leaving some gaps. I'm going to bring in a lighter color just to make it look a little more worn. I'm going to do goldenrod. So here's my goldenrod. I'm actually going to bring this sleeve in a little bit. Okay. And I think down here actually as well. I don't want huge gaps of goldenrod, but I want enough to give it a little bit of an older look. Okay, let me sharpen this real quick. Again, cute little T-Gall sharpener. Jamie got me this years ago, still using it. Okay. Circular motions. Try not to get my candy canes here. Now these candy canes are tiny, even for a super sharp color pencil. So I'll probably use either an ink pen. I'll use Arteza Inkonic, but a Sharpie or a fine line ink pen would work well on those tiny areas. Beware if you use alcohol marker, these lines are so small you might have bleed out. Okay, so I am blending this whole thing out here. Catching up on videos. I've been kind of missing Thanksgiving hit hard, and then December like came in hot. Feels like everything is really early this year. Like we had our Festival of Trees already and Pictures with Santa and like all on the 1st of December. My daughter has a Christmas concert on Tuesday, so I had to like get a dress and all that kind of stuff. Just felt like December came in and everything was like in the first week. So I apologize for that, but I am catching up slowly but surely. All right, so I am going to adjust my brown a little on his coat. I really like that color combination for his coat. I think that turned out well. Again, you can adjust to your preferences if needed. Alright, and then I'm going to do his pants kind of a dark blue, so I have indigo blue here. Tried to sharpen that with my chapstick. That's how my day's going. Okay, so again, darkest spots where his legs meet, right under that coat. I'm going to go ahead and do the bottoms. Okay. And then I'm going to do, sorry, I had a blue out, but it was the wrong one. Give me 1 second to find my denim blue here. Violet blue. Okay, denim blue. And notice I'm still leaving a little tiny gap. That's just, again, to make them look a little worn. Remember, this is the side of his leg. His worn will be more toward the front here. I will come back in and darken this dark blue up again a little once I get all my colors in. Okay, and then I'm going to take Copenhagen blue. Now this is not all I'm going to do to these pants, but they are a nice blue combination, a nice rich blue. It's like a royal blue. You could use this on nutcrackers. I do want to color some nutcrackers this year. I just need to find a set that I want to do. Okay, taking a little white and just kind of putting a little wear on his knees, just the knees, just like that. All right, the bottom of her dress, I'm gonna think these little things are bells. If they aren't, they are now. Actually, let's peek at the cover. Oh, they have them done as candies, I think. I'm gonna go with bells. So my plan here is I'm gonna color these yellow. I'm not gonna leave them just yellow, but I'm gonna start with yellow, just so that when I come in with my other colors, I don't color over them and have to erase everything out. Sometimes I get a little wild trying to stay in the lines. Okay, then I'm going to take my Kelly green. This is my darker color, so I'm only going on the inside of the folds, right under the dress here, a little at the bottom. You can go with a brighter green or whatever color you choose. I just kind of picked this one because it kind of matched the yellow and the vintage tones. I don't know why I felt like these had to be old school mice, but That's what came to mind when I seen them. Okay, then I'm taking that Pale Sage. Make sure I'm on camera here. A bad habit of pulling towards me while I'm coloring. Okay. Just coloring around all the little yellow I put in. I might come back in and touch up a couple spots here. For the most part, I think it looks how I want it to. Make sure my darks are dark here. All right, and then I will take just a little bit of burnt ochre. And now they can be butterscotch candies, or I said I thought they were jingle bells, like how the little jingle bells have the split in them, but these are the colors I had planned, so I'm rolling with it. Okay, and then I'm going to take that sienna that I used on his coat over here, and I'm going to do her trim. Trying to keep my hand out of the way, but I'm using tiny pencils. I'm gonna fix this little bit I got out of the line there. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the outside of her buttons. And then I'm going to do yellow. Actually, I'm going to do Spanish yellow. So they look a little more gold. Not gold, but they look a little. Okay. So I'm going to come back in with my dark brown, and I'm going to quickly just do his little shoes brown. You'll notice I'm leaving a little white. I'm going to bring in a tiny dot of sienna if I can get a hold of it here. We got him some shoes in. Their tails, I don't want to do anything too bright. I don't want black tails or gray tails or super bright pink tails, so I'm going to take my salmon pink. I'm going to just kind of, now this looks bright, but I'm gonna come in with another color, so. And again, you can do brown or gray or whatever. This is just the color I chose. I'm going to pull a light pink that I don't have out and ready, like I should. Another tiny pencil here. Okay. And I'm going to go over the whole thing. They're visible, but they're not like, whoa. Okay, I also think I don't want all their boots to be brown, is what I'm trying to avoid here. So I think I'm gonna do, finding my colors here, I'm gonna do this little girl's shoes red. I have one red missing. When I track it down, I will. There it is. Just helps bridge those shoes a little. And then I will do hers black. So we are getting there on our little mice. So quickly, while I have my peaches out, I'm going to do the inside of their ears. Now I'm not coloring over the hair because I am going to flick those in. I'm just doing where the pink shows through. Okay, so I'm going to do my mice in French grays. So I pulled 90, 50, and 30, and I sharpened them, but I'm going to sharpen them a little more. Oh man, that one broke. Okay, I'm going to sharpen this one a little. Now this is nice because the lines are already put in for you. I'm going to start with this middle one right here, but I'm just going to flick, not coloring, not scribbling, just flicking everywhere she has dark. So the darkest parts will be my 90% French gray. So even in the ear, I'm going to keep those flick motions. I'm just going to spread a few out throughout her here, a little around the eyes so her eyes stand out a little. Flicking everything. This part does take a little while, that's why I decided I would do one before I ran out of time. Okay, next color, my 50. Same thing. Starting where my dark is, pull out a little. I forgot to do their noses pink while I had that color out. Add just a little of this salmon to them. Okay, back to flicking. Kind of holding my paper still. And see, our flicks will go right over that pink and it makes a nice blended look. Okay, and then our lightest. So not coloring where I flicked, just the mouth area. And around the ear. I need a little more dark under this chin here. Okay. Just kind of shaping it up a little. If you want a softer look, you can go with more lighter grays. But I like that these have a little bit of brown in them. Kind of bring everything together. I love my French grays. If you've colored with me before, we've used them quite a bit. Okay. And I will do that on all 3 mice. If you want to change their colors, you can do that as well. If you want to make one darker, just add more of one color. Just kind of touching up her dark spots. There. That looks a little better. Okay, so quickly I'm also going to do her scarf. So I'm going to leave her scarf white. But I'm going to trace these lines. They don't have to be perfect because it's all scrunched up and nobody's going to know. Then I'm quickly going to take a green. Try not to color over the red so I don't get an ugly brown color. Okay, same with her gloves. There's a cute little checkered pattern. Gotta quickly do her little boots. That was just like a medium gray, medium cold gray. I put it down first so my black wouldn't be too black and that I could go back after I put my layer of black down and lighten it some so we still get the look of nice black shoes without the big black harsh blobs. And I will fix her laces with a white gel pen. Okay, I'm gonna give him a green scarf and I'm gonna pull this green in I used over here. So I'm gonna sharpen this super sharp. This is Prussian green. And I'm just going to not do all of the little V's because they're tiny. Broke my tip because I pressed too hard. Okay, so just a couple of them. I mean, you don't have to do a bunch of them to give the effect that we're going for. Don't color the coat sleeve like I just did. It's about time for a new battery in that thing. Jeez. Sorry about that. My mom brought something over for my daughter and I did not hear her come in, so when she asked me where she was, scared the crap out of me. I was in my own little world over here, not paying attention. Goodness. My cardio for today got my blood pressure going. She got a nice kick out of it though. She thought that was pretty funny. All right. So then my Kelly green. And I will probably come back in with my dark and put in some more of these little triangle lines. But my light is going to wipe them out pretty good anyway, so I'm going to kind of put that light in first. Gloves and scarves sometimes usually match, depending on, I know my daughter just wears whatever, she don't care. Okay, just darkening that up a little. Whew, my heart is still jumping. I thought I was getting attacked. Okay. So like I said, I will come back and probably put a couple of these V's in. I don't want to do a whole lot of detail on the scarf. Because I don't want to draw too much attention to it. But I do want to keep some of that detail in there. So I will come back and add a couple of them little dark. Okay, and then I will probably need to do the sleeve of her coat. So I'm actually going to do the fur on his coat, this goldenrod as well. And then I'm going to do this. My sienna for the dark. And I think I'm going to stick with the nice light theme for this. Alright, I think I've covered a little bit of everything. My phone is going to shut off on me because it doesn't like to do over 30 minutes very well. Just quickly get my little buttons in. I think I'm going to do these books, if I could talk. A nice light blue. Kind of pull some of that blue we have all up here down and incorporate his pants a little. You could do each one a different color if you like. I am going around the design a little. I will put a little bit of color on those as well. My pages I want to keep with the little bit older look. So I'm going to add this sand on. And then I will come in with a brown and just kind of touch my pages up a little like that. They all went to the back to play. And so I think I'm going to leave off there. I don't know what color I want to do hers just yet. I think I'm undecided how I want to go. He's so funny how he complains. I think I'm going to go this nice goldenrod. He's like the most talkative cat I've ever had. So just a light layer in with my goldenrod. I don't want to blend in with her coat too much. Okay, a little bit of burnt ochre. Gotta make sure it doesn't shut off on me and stop recording. Okay, so just picking some random spots to darken a little there. Oh, I need to put a couple on the front of her hat. That would help. Okay, and then that nice sandy color is going to blend everything together. Alright, so there is my page, minus a few small tiny details to finish up. I thank you for those who've joined in and shared your progress. I've seen a few of them now and they are looking great. Some of you even beat me to finishing, which is no surprise because I was a little slow on this one. Thanksgiving really threw me off. Questions, comments, requests, anything like that, please let me know. If you would like to share, the link to the Facebook group is in the description, or you can tag me on Instagram under the same name. Don't forget to shade your fur on her coat. I will add a little more to this, but so I'm kind of roughing up edges here, doing a few. Yes, that is my Christmas tree in the background rocking because the cat is in it. And I will blend that all out with a white, make it look nice, fuzzy. I will finish these little books. I have a couple spots on this tree to finish up, add some glitter, my washi tape, and I am done. Again, sorry for the scare in the middle of the video. I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.